want to welcome back. We're back again. Storm here.
Mom here. Hi.
And Kimmy.
We're going to be watching Love and Monsters today. What's that about, guys?
Ooh,
Maybe it's very
Love
literal.
and Monsters.
Love
Yes,
and
it is.
Monsters.
Beauty and the Beast kind of show.
Yes.
Maybe Love and Monsters,
that's right.
Beauty and the Beast. I was thinking Warm Bodies, and the only reason why I say that too, well, you hear monsters. I know it has to do with the
fun.
apocalypse. So I think
Oh.
apocalypse, like Warm Bodies, there's love, maybe it's romance, I don't know. Or maybe someone's in
right.
love with a monster. Who
I
knows?
don't
It could be the
think
Beast.
that'll be it.
But this is pretty new, and I've only heard good things about it. It is PG-13, so I know we can handle it.
Okay, good.
I hope. Who
Excellent.
knows? Maybe it's a different kind of PG-13.
It might be. Yeah, you never tell. No.
And a few of you have requested this already. I really wanted to watch this, and anything we can do for the channel is always great. And I love watching with you girls, so it's. I think it'll be fun. I hope so. Why should it be like a horror? Like we won't be able to handle it. What was it? A Quiet Place? Like that was PG-13, and that was scary as heck to me. Yeah, that had a lot of jump scares, but I love that movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was scary for
It
a
was scary,
PG-13.
And there's a second one coming out, but I think it was postponed because of the pandemic. It was supposed to come out
Okay.
this fall, but I definitely
It'll
want
be
to see
worth
that
the
with you
wait, I'm
guys.
sure.
Yeah.
Me too.
So
Yeah.
that's like the only movie that I would allow Mom to see. Of course, you're allowed to see whatever you want, Mom, but she
Yeah,
doesn't
right.
like jump scares or horror movies. But you loved A
I
Quiet.
loved Quiet Place.
Yeah, I
did.
remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were so into it, and you were actually like Kim. You were leaning in and like flailing. I remember, like you got so into it. So that was great. So when that comes out, and hopefully, I don't know if this will have the same vibe or not, but maybe you'll like this one too.
We'll see.
You will see. So Love and Monsters.
Oh.
Before we start, I want to say that it looks like Jessica Henwick is in this movie. So we saw her on Iron Fist, ironically, because we just
Oh my
started
goodness,
watching
yes.
that.
Yes, we just started watching that.
And she was also in Star Wars and Game of Thrones. She was one of the Sand Sisters.
That's right.
So she's been in a
Wow.
lot of stuff, I believe. So I don't know what else we've seen her in on the channel. If you guys know, please let us know, because we love to be like, oh yeah, duh. That's where we know her from. But she's a great actress, so that's cool to see her. And it looks like a new guy. I see a picture of him right now, but I don't recognize him. So I'm curious if we have seen him
Nope, me
before. So maybe we just have a fresh, younger cast. We'll see.
Okay.
So shall we, ladies?
Yes.
Yes.
So we were watching on Amazon today.
Excellent.
Very good.
Oh, is he dead? Eee!
What the?
Ew, eat him. Ew.
Oh my God.
Get a fly swatter.
Don't get in shock.
Oh god, he's just
Just
frozen.
Standing there, he's frozen. He's just standing there. I run the other way.
I write you letters. Sometimes.
Aww.
All the time.
Yes, good.
I'd love to read them.
No.
Oh boy.
Amy?
You too.
Just say it. Oh, darn.
I know.
I was
Oh,
wrong.
shit.
I love you.
Okay. I know.
I love you too.
Good.
Oh, sh-
Where am I?
Where am I?
Avoid this
Oh
area.
boy.
West.
You sure? Nope.
That's
No.
so bad. Wrong way.
This way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Watch out.
Oh, in the water. In the water.
gosh,
Oh,
what's
something's in the water.
Crocodile or some kind of roach. I don't know. Ooh, whoa.
It's
Whoa.
a big ball,
Oh my
obviously.
gosh. Whoa.
Oh, your worst nightmare. Let's
Back
get
up.
Toad.
Don't freeze. Don't freeze.
Oh, check that out. Okay.
He's telling you to go.
Oh, watch out, doggy.
Oh, the dog's gonna.
Dog. He's gonna get the dog next.
See, it's a dog.
Oh!
Oh my God! He's sucking his feet up.
That's a good grip, too. Ew.
Oh
He's
my
still-
God! Look how big.
Look, it can't hop. It's just too big. Oh, what a smart dog.
You want to come with me?
Oh,
That would be
You can
good.
come.
no, he's like on the bus.
Wants to bring something.
Gonna get the
Maybe
paper.
her
Yes,
clothes.
Oh,
yes,
you can
definitely.
dress.
Yeah.
Man, do we make a great team.
No.
That's my dog.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Oh, he's saying they're
He's
poisonous.
trying to get you away. They're poison.
That's poisonous. Yeah.
Ooh,
You see, of course, behind you.
Clicking sound.
Rope.
Oh,
Ew.
Wow! Thank God. It's a nerf.
Shoot for sure.
It sounded like it.
Oh my god, yeah.
What is that? Ooh.
What?
I grew up from dying.
What?
Who's
I
Cooper?
needle for water.
Aw.
Got yourself
Oh,
an
look at
environment,
this.
huh? Manon, let's go, kid.
Aw, it's sad. I don't want them to split up.
Yeah, what the?
Oh, the dog wants to stay with them.
Oh, look at him here.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
he's
he's
going
going back.
back. Okay,
He was
that's
just
good.
saying bye. He says,
Yeah,
Aw.
that's
good
good.
job, boy.
Oh, he's torn.
Well, look at, he doesn't know which way to
I
go.
don't get it.
Oh, he's gonna go. Oh, he's sort of torn.
He's hiding.
Yes, he's trying to tell you something. Oh my gosh! Whoa!
Not boy.
No.
Oh,
Oh.
don't freeze.
Oh gosh.
Oh, not the
Trapped
puppy.
on the dog.
What's up, both ends?
No, not the dog. Run.
Ew.
Oh, gross.
There's more.
Poor dog.
No,
No, no.
I swear to
Yes,
God, the dog
Ed.
dies. Good. Oh, good. Okay.
Yes,
gotcha.
good. Oh, good. Yeah, good. Look at
Cute.
him. Oh, he's so
That's
cute.
good. Now get out of there. There might be more.
Yeah.
Hello.
This is Alexa.
Yeah.
Boy's growling. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, Alexa, yeah.
Oh, it's that robot thing.
This is all so exciting.
It's working.
I was worried. It's so good to hear your voice.
Yeah, it's good to hear yours too. I'm 9.3 miles to you.
Wow. Nice.
Okay.
Amazing news. They're gonna get us out of here. They're really helping me with the
So is he gonna miss them?
No.
Similar to my age.
Death ahead.
Actually, threat to me romantically.
Turn back. You're not paying it. You're bad at not paying attention.
Things
That's
get
right, he's not.
Totally.
Your surroundings, pay attention. Whoa.
Whoa, you see a boy jump a mile.
Whoa, that guy's fat. Whoa.
Oh my God. Ooh. I have like a Lord of the Rings vibe, you know? It's like he creeps around the hillside. Don't even breathe.
Oh, ooh.
Oh.
It was so close. Don't bark. He's gonna. Oh, with the dress. Oh, freaking A.
Oh, he sees it.
Don't. Oh, something in the
It's
water.
blowing into the water.
Oh,
Don't
no,
bark.
he has to go in and get it. You're not gonna. Oh.
It's right
crying
freaking there
out
still.
loud.
Not 4, not 6.
Oh, crap, crap. Okay, still a couple seconds. 4, 5.
Oh, get it.
Nice. Get it. Oh,
Nice.
Good. Whoa.
Oh, the leeches. Ew, the leeches.
Oh,
Big leeches.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Amazing.
Ew, it puked on him.
We're supposed to care about each other.
Stop. Just.
okay?
Oh, but he's doing
focus.
great though for a
Never.
puppy.
You bailed on me.
Look at him.
I can't take it anymore.
Oh, see?
Oh, see?
He got bit by a lot of them too.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh.
Tell him I'm sorry.
Ooh.
You see my dog. Tell him I love him.
Let me see my dog. Whoa, cool.
Wow, what are the odds?
Whoa.
She's probably close to their colony.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. But,
Is he
okay.
Ah.
She seems a little resistant though.
Yeah, but is he doing?
That was nice.
That was nice. Yeah, fall over.
Oh, yeah.
You kissed old Pete. Hi, Pete.
Oh.
Really? Well, that would make more sense.
Royal Australian Navy.
Oh dear God.
Retired, of course.
Competition.
My goodness. Oh, wow.
Well, here I am trying to give you orders. I'll give you guys some privacy. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay. I thought he was going to be more of a challenge there, but.
I'm not the same person that I used to be, you know? 7 years, it's a long time.
Oh, and a feeling.
My mom, my friends.
7045. This is 3022. Is
Maybe
anyone
his
there?
colony's not there anymore.
Tim, Ava,
Oh,
anyone.
maybe.
Over.
Something happened.
Oh, everyone signed it.
Oh,
She better be worth it.
oh.
See, they're your family. Hopefully good.
Oh, I hope so.
Hey.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Joel.
Oh.
It's Joel. He made it.
Oh, good.
Hey, guys.
I don't think we can stay here much longer.
Ray?
He's gonna have to go
Hey,
back.
guys.
Oh,
Or bring them over there. Are those the same berries? Yeah.
oh.
From the dog. He's like, no.
Those are...
Boy says no. So they're all drinking the berries.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. Oh boy.
Yeah, where is Boy? I want him to come back.
Sure,
Oh,
Everyone's
God. Oh my God, they're dropping over now.
Dropping like crazy.
Hopefully no one's dying.
Joel.
Oh, he's punching him.
Ooh, this is so bad.
Knocked him out.
Oh God.
Oh, what the
I
heck?
hope no one dies on the beach.
Oh.
Ooh. Great job. Whoa, just one shot.
Nice.
Whoa.
Good job. Wow, one shot.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
yay! He's
Yeah,
back.
never left.
Shoot the dog.
No.
Don't you dare.
Oh,
Good.
All right.
Ah.
I'm sorry I yelled at you.
good.
I'm sorry I yelled at you. What a smart puppy. And to know who Amy is.
Yeah.
Oh, wiki
Oh,
wiki.
okay, he's trying
There's
to
a gun there.
Come
See the
on.
gun.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, then blow it up.
blow it up. Hit it.
Final-
Hit
ooh,
it.
ooh, 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 ooh.
Boop.
Good go. Right
Oh.
between the eyes.
You look in the eyes. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yes, destroy.
Shit, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
dying.
Oh,
it's
I
about
wonder
time
why.
too.
Gross.
Ooh,
Oh, yummy.
gross.
Yummy.
Yeah.
That's good.
Good loving monster. See you again.
Hopefully, yes, yes,
Yeah,
you're right.
hoping.
Positive.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Oh.
He definitely doesn't. Snow spiders will probably get him.
He'll figure it out.
Possibly.
Oh, that's good. So
Nobody
they're hoping
there?
that he'll be
That's
there.
good.
No one
I
else,
hope
I
so.
guess. Ooh,
Excellent.
that was fun. So I will mute
Yeah.
it just in case if there's something else. But what did you
Okay.
guys think?
Wow,
I
that was,
really liked it.
I did too.
Mm-hmm,
A lot
me
of
too.
action and everything else. So hey, that was good.
Yeah, I like it because it was dark, but it was lighthearted
Yeah,
too.
it
Because
was,
it's PG-13. We can't always go by that, but we kind of do because it makes us more relaxed. But again, A Quiet Place was very scary to us, and that was PG-13. And this one, I wasn't as startled or freaking out as much as I usually do because a lot of you know I curl up and I'm always plugging my ears, even though we have earbuds in. Like I always try to still like
Yeah,
close
yeah,
right
yeah,
in
yeah,
front of
yeah.
it.
You just don't.
Yeah, so a few times I did that, but once we saw, I mean, first of all, the narrative in the beginning kind of set us up to be like, okay, it's kind of funny, and you have this teenager
Yes.
who
Yeah.
is a little nerdy and explaining things like, you know, almost being in high school, college years. He said it was kind of like in a dormitory
Yeah.
or something where his colony was and how he was treated and how everyone, you know, interacted with each other. So it was kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
And then once we saw the frog monster, then I was like, oh, these are the, I mean, we saw that ant one too from the beginning, but that was a little creepy, especially when the guy got eaten. I was like, oh,
Oh, that's
God,
right,
it's
yeah.
Yeah,
terrible.
the silhouette.
Yeah.
But the
so,
frog,
yeah.
once we saw the
Oh.
frog out in the open, I was like, okay, this is more humorous than not. The
Yeah.
special effects I thought were amazing and really realistic. The creatures are more cartoony for sure, but they had a realistic vibe to them. Like the actual animation part was really good.
That's good.
So it was easier to handle because once I knew what was happening. and
Yeah,
what
like
was
the
happening.
king of the
Right,
frog when it
yes,
came to
right.
I like that, yeah.
around his foot.
The designs of the
Same.
creatures were a lot of fun because some really related to an actual species, whether it was like a roach or, you know, a millipede or a frog, but
Yes,
some were
right,
so
yeah.
distorted and different that they could resemble a few different ones, I guess. So I like how it was very different. It wasn't just oversized. They were mutated.
Yeah,
The
very
snail
that's
looked
right.
very bizarre, kind of like a seahorse to me with a lot of tentacles or something coming
Yes.
off of
Like
it.
that, yes.
But I love
that.
how it was perfect how Joel met up with these two people who are survivors.
That was really
and
good.
Boy too, but meeting up with Clyde and Minnow
I love
and
the
their
girl.
tough. She was so cute.
So cute.
And
She a little tough cookie.
all the
Yeah,
lessons
she
that
was.
Clyde, she was, and all the lessons that Clyde gave Joel was perfect, and it all came in handy. So that was great to see that throughout his whole journey, that if he didn't meet them, he probably would have died. The toxic,
right.
you know, the
Definitely,
toxic leeches. Thank God that plant works for all kinds of toxins.
Yeah.
And then I kept calling it the queen bee, a huge version of the first ones of that pit he fell into.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But that was creepy enough. And Boy is so freaking smart. I love how dogs
so
are
cute.
amazing and smart. I love
Yeah.
dogs so much. They made him
He's
a
so
lot
cute.
smarter, where he understood English a lot, and how Joel could say, "Oh, we'll go find Amy," but he's never met Amy before, right? So he just knew where to go. He pointed at her
Right,
too.
yeah.
But how do you know which
Yes.
one is
That
her?
threw
Like
me
she's
off a
fighting
little
the
bit,
other
yeah.
one. How do you know which one's which? But
my
he's
God.
so smart. So I love how we had that connection to socialize, and Boy saved him in the beginning. So it was sweet, and you just kind of accept
It
that.
was. And he was,
That's
you know, a loyal dog. He was loyal to
And he
his
kept the
definitely.
red
dog.
dress.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really
Yeah.
sweet, and he trusted Joel to put it in his backpack and knew what that meant, and then he joined him, you know. So that was
Yeah,
really cool.
that's
I
very
love
good,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
Joel was screaming at him just because he was so frustrated with the journey. He almost got killed. He had used a grenade. He was
That's right.
really.
That's right.
He had the adrenaline rush that he was like, I lost my backpack, everything. He had to yell at someone.
Oh, sure.
He just happened to be there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he scared the spooked the dog and took
And
off.
I feel bad because
Like that.
that's so true. Andy is a dog. Like, not saying again that he's not smart, but dogs make noise and you can train them to be quiet. But this is the apocalypse, and he's learned not through training but through instincts to be quiet. But when he's scared, he's going to start making whiny noises and he
Yes.
barks sometimes.
And he
so-
does warn
Beware.
him.
In
In
other
a
words,
way,
he does
beware.
warn him.
warn
Yeah.
him. He warned him a few times. He saved him.
Yeah, when
right,
he
he
ran,
did.
right when he saw the fin, or even before that, he knew, he sensed that he was there. And even the millipede type creature that was
Right before
underground,
that with the duck, yeah.
he hid in the wrong
Yeah.
place, of course, like
Yeah,
right
That's
where
it,
it was.
he
yes.
still warned him.
But he still
He
warned him
sure
for
did.
sure. So he was really just frustrated, and all those leeches on him. Like, I get it. Like, his
Yeah, I
emotions
get
are
it.
really running high there. And it was sad because the dog wasn't afraid of him. In a normal situation, he probably would have been afraid and just ran away.
Yeah.
But he was, like, upset because he was getting yelled at. And he's like, well, screw you then. Like a human, you know. He's like, you can't treat me like that. So I'm glad he
Right.
followed him or knew where he was going and
Yeah,
showed up
that was
at that
good.
colony.
I was wondering about that.
Mhm.
If we ever going to see him again. That's good.
I
Yeah, me
felt bad
too.
for Amy's colony, just
Yeah.
going for the notion of this guy who's like, you know, this super guy that can do everything. He's
Yeah,
got
he was too
tails,
good to be
he's got
true.
charisma, he makes his
Yeah.
own beer. Let's go on a ship. It's great. You know,
Mhm.
just the notion of something's better out there, but they had it pretty darn good as
It
far
seemed
as
like
bunkers
it.
go.
Especially when we saw that huge rock wall around the
Yes.
beach,
Yes.
blocking the beach
Out of
from
all of
everything
them, I'd like
else.
to
Wow.
be there, yeah.
Yeah, because everywhere is going to have some kind of danger, and you have all kinds of creatures, especially if you have like one of those huge ones that come through. I don't think you can
Oh.
survive any of
Yeah.
that, you know? So you just have to risk it, because what else can you do? You hope for something better. I hope the mountains will be better. They can all unite there and work together, so hopefully that'll work out.
I didn't see anybody up there, though.
Yeah, so maybe they'll be the first. So why is that? So maybe other
Clyde
predators are
and
taking out
Minnow
people.
or by themselves up there. Maybe
Yeah.
something else happened. Well, they were saying hopefully some kind of snow something,
The snow
mountain
spiders.
monster,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, won't get them, but maybe
I
it's
don't
just
know,
a
so-
tale, you
You're up
know.
there.
You have to be able to survive somehow. Maybe they weren't good survivors up there, but it's still a
Yeah.
better place somehow. I don't know. But I'm hoping they could all unite up there and it will work out for them. But yeah, I like the beach one a lot. And I love the notion of Joel going on this journey for love, because he's had a good relationship with this girl. And I thought at first when the radio went out that it was because something happened to her colony. And then he
That's
was
right.
like, I got to go save her. I'm going out.
Yeah.
But he went because he missed her. And that was, okay, well, we had a disconnect there. And I realized now I got to go see you, because everyone else is hooked up with someone or just loving someone as a couple. And I'm by myself and I don't want to die alone. So I
Yeah,
love
that's
that.
the whole
That's
thing.
real
He's not
journey.
by himself.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I love that whole real journey he took to realize who he is and what he wants in life. And I thought when he met up with Amy that she already had a relationship, which she did. And not that she was trying to lead him on, but she never thought he was going to go there. So I don't think it was right for her to lead him on, but I see her point of view because she never thought he would make it there because he's always been the weakest link in a way. Yeah, because he freezes up too much. I understand why with his parents, so that was a sad flashback to see that. And I think it's very emotional to see that all these people, 95% of the population is gone. So everyone has a story about losing loved ones. Everyone knows what that's like, and how he narrates in the beginning that you think you'd go numb to it, but you don't. And I think that's a good thing to go by too, because to go that numb, I'm sure people do actually, but it's better to hear that you still have connections where you just don't remove yourself completely, because then where is the compassion, where's like the civilization at that point, because you're going to be so far removed, everyone's going to be savage, So I'm glad that it's at a point where unfortunately everyone's gone, but people still care about each other and try to protect each other like families. So these colonies became individual, like huge families, pretty much. And him going on this journey to find Amy, I thought she was going to be, which she did, move on, but stay that way, and he was going to at least see her, realize on his journey who he is, and then say, these are my family members that I left behind, I'm going to go back to them and stay with them. But as a whole, I love how everything came together, and she still does care for him, and that like lit up a new flame, So now
it was a great story. It was a nice story of knowing yourself and knowing that you can go beyond your boundaries. It's not how everyone sees you. You have to break that boundary and try it for yourself. And then he made this diary, and now they're all going by his book. And how great is that, to journal it the whole time?
Oh wow, yeah.
That's actually smart. That's
secrets,
really helpful to have.
and tell them what kind of creatures do what are their weaknesses, what are their strengths.
Yeah.
So,
and he has all the drawings there too to show what they are.
Right, he gave it to Amy,
I love how they show how he was practicing, like he was okay at drawing in the beginning. It was a real silly drawing, but he was joking about it, and Amy was really sweet 7 years ago, saying like, oh, I have like a huge head. Oh, you do have a huge head and small hands. You do have small hands. And he's come so far from that. It's amazing. But 7 years.
He loved it, and he wouldn't let go.
Yeah, and you're always in a bunker after all this mayhem and sadness, so you don't do anything else while you're in the bunker. At least, well, now he will, but before, so he can practice and practice. I mean, 7 years anyways is a long time, so you can really learn a lot from that. But I love how far he came from kind of drawing to really being talented, to really flourish with that.
Yeah, sure.
And it comes in handy, too, because he can make so many books now, and he remembers everything he drew, so he can just make volumes for everyone, so everyone can have a survival guide.
Exactly.
And he knows how to shoot a crossbow now, so that's good.
Oh,
big time. You got to practice every day.
Yes.
I don't know what rule number that was.
That's right.
Oh, I know. It's going to be like Zombieland now. You need your rules, too. Get a double tap. But I like how that Minnow was able to train him on how to shoot like needle and water, and how tough she was. And how he would shoot that crossbow, and it was so weak. And you even said Nerf gun. I was thinking the same thing. I thought that was so funny. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, foof. So I'm like, how can that really do anything? It doesn't have any power, but I'm glad he's able to use it over time, and you work with what you got, right? Yeah. So I do want to say, which was so silly, but when we saw, I'm going to say Meryl from The Walking Dead, which you guys haven't seen, I was so excited to see him, and I'm like, oh, duh, he's Yondu. Like, I know he's Yondu. And I said it was Woody, because I was the first one to say it.
That's who I thought it was at first.
I think I convinced you guys. Because he sounded so familiar. And I'm like, is that Woody? Because I love Woody Harrelson so much.
The hat and the
and I love this guy, too, though. I love Yondu so much. And I was like, oh, duh, it's Yondu. I'm like, of course it is. So once we started hearing his voice more, I was like, okay. Because I'm like, oh, it's Meryl from The Walking Dead. And you guys are like, I don't know who that is. But yeah, I like him a lot, and I was hoping to see more of them in this story, but I'm glad they were in enough to really just teach him his ways to go farther, because he would have been more lost, because he didn't know west,
he
east,
would have
north.
He would have died.
Yeah, he would just went in the middle. Mm-hmm.
I did like seeing Boy with Minnow, but I felt so bad for Boy. He was so torn in that
between
both
of them,
departing.
I love seeing that with him.
No, he was whining, and he did go to his...
And I love how he had like a human personality. And I always correct myself because I love dogs and I know they're really smart and they could be torn between two people. But how he was so conflicted and he knew they were separating for real. And he kept wanting to go to Minnow and then he would go back with Joel and then go back again. And he was really torn about it completely. So that was fun to see that conflict within himself. I thought he was going to go with Minnow.
I thought so
I thought
too.
that would be a safer option, but I'm glad it worked out with Joel. And even meeting Mavis, like that was such advanced technology. And who knows, maybe that's where we're going too, because here we have Alexa, we have Googles, and I want them to start talking, but hi guys. But it's more advanced and compassionate. Like it's amazing how much empathy they have. So Mavis talking to Joel just could listen and understand in a way. Like I'm sure she has a lot of programmed answers, but it seems like you're talking to a human, so it's kind of creepy and
she
cool
had
at the same time.
things going on. She put Stand By Me on for him to listen
to.
And it's an advanced robot with a whole body, so maybe a lot of memory chips inside her or something. But I'm like, how can she look up the GPS if there shouldn't be no internet unless there's still satellites that are operating, somewhere. I don't know. Because I'm like, how is there internet? And then she's looking up his parents, and it could, again, just be in the database of the old internet that she has stored into her hard drive or something.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, so that part I was kind of like, I don't know. But it was nice he had the connection once he separated from people again. He was probably by himself for a couple days before he met up with the other colony. And yeah, so I really enjoyed it. I love the idea of the apocalypse. I don't want an apocalypse, but those kind of movies can be a lot of fun. I love Warm Bodies, A Quiet Place, a lot of other apocalyptic things that we've seen. And Zombieland I love. As violent as that is. So as long as you have good character development, good story. This one I thought there were going to be a lot more monsters and it was going to be scarier. That's what I was kind of thinking it was going to be about, not so much about Joel and him just sneaking around and whatnot. He did kill monsters, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun.
I did too. Very good.
And I like the end where Joel, being the one that was so apprehensive and he froze and all that, he was telling multiple colonies to get out of your bunkers, go. Because pretty much you can't just live in a bunker and just wait for your time to go, to die. Just, enjoy it. It's a big, beautiful world out there.
That's right.
Yeah, and you might be better off because it might be safer kind of underground, but here we have this main bunker that kept getting breached all the time and to the point where they couldn't survive there anymore. So it might be better for them to adapt and find better ways to protect themselves, just like Clyde, how he was like, okay, well, this is what you have to do. You have to go in high ground whenever you get a chance to. You have a warm meal or you sleep, not both. And he has all these rules. So being up in the mountaintops, because they're way high up, that'll be a better vantage point to see everything as well. I know it's cold. That'll probably keep them away, besides the snow spiders. But so I like the idea of it very much. And I am just really happy on how it all turned out at the end. They're all pretty much uniting at this one place. And there might be a second movie. I don't know. This just came out, so we'll see. But it kind of opened it up for a second movie. And I would like to see that at some point. So that would
I enjoyed Amy's role in her colony.
Very good.
Me too.
She took charge and she was helping all those elderly folks, and they really looked up to her and just needed her for everything. You knew there was something behind her voice when she was talking to Joel briefly before she was always hesitant. She was a little reserved, and and so that's why we probably thought she was with somebody else. But she was helping out the elderly.
Which is a huge responsibility, especially with anyone, but with the elderly, they have so many things going on, and all the medicine they freaking took, or there's probably on the boat. I don't know if it was already on the boat or not, but probably, right? So
and probably she was so relieved when someone else was so, okay, I'm going to take over. I'm going to help you. I'm going to be your leader now. She was probably kind of relieved that Captain came, so she can say, oh, good, okay, someone else is going to take over now.
And I know that's more to move the story along too, but like probably more relieved, but at the same time, like I would think in a true situation that you wouldn't trust that easy, just be like, hey, I got a boat,
so
I know a safer place, let's go.
Right, and where are you getting the fuel? Like he said, he goes, we can't release.
Which, in my eyes, God forbid if an apocalypse ever happens, like I'm hoping that we can come together as people
That's right,
and work
yes.
together instead of attacking. Because like all the shows that
Yes,
are out
take the
there,
weak.
Oh, God.
you
Yeah.
always have the creepy, like evil people who still just
That's
want to
right.
Take over
murder
the
and pillage.
vulnerable.
And,
Yeah.
yeah,
For
and I'm like, oh my
themselves.
god, especially when
Yeah.
95% of the population's done and you still have
Oh,
evil
yeah.
people. You know, I just hope it won't be like that. But
Oh,
you know, it's just human nature, I guess. You know, because
That's
it's like there's not going to
scary.
be anyone left if you just keep fighting like
That's
that, you
right.
know, and just
Right,
stealing off of
right.
people, because there won't be people to steal off of eventually, especially with that low of a number,
oh gosh.
you know. But yeah, so I'm glad it worked out, and the bad guys had their good ending.
That's
We're just gonna
right.
die,
Good
we're gonna
job.
die.
That's right.
So it wasn't gory, which was
Yeah.
good too, because you
Yeah.
see these people
It was kinda
dying, but
funny.
it was always like in a shadow, or you would see the like the back of the head of the crab or something. You wouldn't actually see them get crunched or split in half or something, but you would get the idea of it because of the description of what Clyde was saying. Oh, these
That's
things
right,
cut
yeah.
you in half or whatever, and you're gonna be screaming, and then Minnow's like, ah.
That's right.
So, who was your favorite character in this film?
I liked Amy.
I liked Amy
Yeah, I
too.
liked her. Yeah.
I like
Enjoy.
Clyde and Minnow. They were.
Oh,
Clyde
Minnow.
my
Minnow
favorite.
was
I
so
like Clyde.
cute. Yeah.
Mhm.
And boy.
I know, we're gonna list everybody. I know. So I like to say that because then the first person we say is usually the one we like the most.
Mhm.
But I want to say I did love Joel a lot, but I was so excited with Clyde. So I'm gonna say Clyde,
Oh,
Joel,
Clyde's good.
Minnow, Boy,
Yeah.
Amy.
they were
Just because
there.
Amy didn't have a huge role, like she
Yeah,
was the
I know.
motivation,
It's
but
like that.
she was the motive. But yeah. So I really enjoyed this, and I am very curious what you guys have to say about this movie. Did you like it? Did you not? Why didn't you like it? I love the special effects. The music was great. It's very energetic. I love the
Okay.
post-apocalyptic world and semi-apocalyptic because we saw flashbacks of it happening. And a love story is always good. It had a lot of humor in it as well. And a puppy that was super smart and a main character,
yes.
which I loved.
True.
And did you like any creatures or thought any creatures were interesting?
I like the snail because he was so harmless, and the way Clyde was talking to it. It's easy boy, as
Oh,
he's
yeah,
shoving his shirt
that's right.
in the boulder.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, he's actually talking to it.
Yeah, and stuffing something in the shell. And I'm
My
like, ooh,
God,
yes,
yes.
that was smart.
Crab.
So, what do you think, Mal? What was your favorite monster?
And I think the crab at the end.
I like how he was gentle too.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was. Yes, he got the bad guys at the end.
That's
he
right.
did.
He
That's
was
right.
fed with them.
And I gotta say, and this is just a little nitpick because I don't know exactly how that works, but electricity and water and on a metal chain, and here, like on a boat, I know if lightning hits the water, you can actually get electrocuted in your boat. So how would that work if he's electrocuting the chain while they're in the water to the crab? So maybe there's like a coated, I don't know, maybe a coated wire or something like that, but it looked like open wire. So that thing you just go with, because
Don't
everything else you
overthink
just
it.
go with
Yeah.
too. Again, you have a super smart dog and a few other things, but I like how they staged this movie where you just accept everything for what it is. So that's my
Yeah,
only like
that's right,
weird
yeah.
question that I had. Was like, hey, how's that happen? But it was sweet to see that this evil, scary monster was actually a gentle giant
Yes.
that was
Yes.
getting tortured. But he still likes meat apparently. He still ate those guys at the end. But
That's right.
I was also hoping they
Smart.
could train the crab to be friends, or maybe just from Joel actually saving the crab, it would actually protect the borders there or something and be a friend, and kind of like the
That would be
Croods, you
another
know, how they
twist,
were
yeah.
able to tame the monsters, or
Yeah.
tame
No,
the
yeah.
creatures,
That's
domesticate them. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please let us know what you think of this movie, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye guys!
Bye.
Until next time.
Thank you.
Watch out for monsters. Draw
Yeah.
volume.